And welcome back to another Zwift race. This is the first race in this year's Zwift Academy. So they have two races in the Academy this year, along with all of the workouts that they would normally have. So this is number one. It's on the rolling Highlands course, and this is the shorter distance. I think there's two race distances. It's 1 lap of the rolling Highlands course. Technically 1 lap, but the lead in is almost a lap. It's something like about 9 miles total, a little under 9 miles total. But it's definitely not flat. So the lead in ends with the breakaway bray, which is the last little kicker climb of the lap, and then the actual lap does essentially the same thing at the end. So it ends with a climb. I'll flash the profile of the course up here. But it's a pretty big race, and I was expecting it to be a little bigger actually. So it's one of the highlight races of the day or the week, I guess. So. But there are about 79 peoples in Cat C, which is what I'm in now. And I think I haven't done a whole lot of hilly races for a while. The Z Racing monthly ones have been pretty flat. The last one had some hills in it. But I have pretty tired legs going into this race. This is my third race of the week, which for some people, may not be a lot, but for me, I typically only race maybe once or twice a week. The other days I'll do maybe a workout or two, and then some kind of zone 2 type pacer group rides, or be out on the actual road. So this was the third race in 5 days. So it was, my legs were feeling it. But I was feeling good. The last race, if you watched the last video, I had probably my best race so far. So I was feeling good. And I think because of that, I probably start off a little hot. I probably should have tried to hang out in the pack a little bit more, but I do start to take the front on a couple of the initial little front climbs. So I probably hurt myself for the finish, but that's all right. I am still doing the kind of lower cadence or comfortable cadence for me thing, which is worked out pretty well on the last race, and also on this one. So I think I do a much better job of hanging in the pack and getting some recovery, getting some rest. So right now I'm just cruising along in zone 3-ish. So I think that's pretty important for the recovery, whereas before I would spike up and down and up and down, and I think that definitely hurt me. So I'm really working on that smooth power curve. So the course, it's got some little kickers, and it makes for some interesting rides. There's some attacks on some of them, but none of them really stick. But let's fast forward a little bit. We'll go through here. There's a little bit of racing going on, so we'll catch it up with the end here in a little bit. Okay, and pick it up back here with about a little over a mile to go, and there's one little kicker here. This is, they call it a castle kicker, maybe. And you see, kind of pick it up a bit, do my little stand-up thing, and try to stick with this front group, because this is the front group, and I just don't do it. So I'm kind of beat. I try to catch back on, I think, on the downhill, but don't quite get back to the pack. So I do an okay job of hanging on to the front group through most of the race, which I was happy with, which is completely fine for me. My normal goal is to finish with the front group, and I didn't quite do that, but it was pretty close. So the last little climb here, the front group actually doesn't get too far away. I think I end up something like 15 or 20 seconds back from the front, so not terrible. I did lose a little time in this last climb, but I was overall pretty happy with the numbers. I think I'm in Zwift Power's got me 12th, and I end up with like about 3.4 watts per kilo, which is pretty good. I mean, it's probably above my FTP by a couple of tenths, but this course, was pretty short, so it was just over 20 minutes, so that probably makes sense. But so 12th overall. I stick with this group on the way up, breakaway Bray, and I guess I'm happy, reasonably happy with the performance. It's a pretty big race, but it was fun. It's a little bit different than the flat Z racing ones, so it was fun to get back into some hills and a little bit more strategy. I don't know if you saw some of the breakaways trying to get away in the sped up sections. So a little bit more strategy, more racing going on than the past few Neokyo Nights courses that were completely flat. So I'm happy with that, and we will see what the next race in the Zwift Academy looks like, and maybe get some flats going again. We'll see.